Okay, quick review, simplifying radicals. How do we simplify? Well, the first thing that I always tell my students to do is to write the list of numbers. We have our counting numbers, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4. We go up pretty high, maybe to 10, and then we write down what the square of that number is. So 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 3 is 9, 16, 25, so on and so forth. It's good to have this list to look at when you're simplifying these radicals. You can go up as high as you need to, but we're going to start with 48 here. All right, so if we're going to simplify 48, we want to take all the perfect squares out of it that we can, the factors that are perfect squares. So I go down my list of x squares and I actually start at 48, which is right here, and I check all these perfect squares going down. Please don't just pick two numbers like 6 and 8, because 6 and 8, yeah, they are factors of 48, and you can simplify it eventually with those. But what you want to do is simplify this in one step. And to simplify it in one step, you want the largest factor that multiplies to 48. What's the largest number that multiplies to 48 that is a perfect square? Okay, so it's not 36, it's not 25. What about 16? Yeah, it's 16. So we're going to rewrite this as the square root of 16. Whatever perfect square number you find as a factor, you write that first, and then 16 times 3. And then the neat part is that first number, because it's a perfect square, will always simplify. So the square root of 16 is 4. The final answer for this is 4 radical 3. You're done with that. How about 28? It's the same idea. You start here. 25 isn't a factor, 16 isn't a factor, 9 isn't, so we go all the way down to 4 for that one. So it's the square root of 4 times the square root of 7. So the square root of 4 is actually 2, so you get 2 square root of 7. Done with that one. Okay, how about the square root of 64? Well, we find that is a perfect square, so we're just going to write 8 for that one. Done, because it's a perfect square. We're done. All right, so then the last one, the square root of 72. So I'm going down the list and I'm looking. 36 is actually the first factor that I find, so it'll be 36 times 2. And then the square root of 36, that simplifies to 6. So 6 radical 2 for that. That is how we simplify square roots. If you need more than that, then go to the lesson videos for Unit 12 in Algebra. This is Mr. Kellenbaum. Remember, it's nice to be important. More important to be nice. See you.